And it is exactly 2 minutes left on the clock in this game. Makes the other free throw going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And the game is 66 to 59. Basel tries to call, tries to go forward, and tries to draw the foul, and he gets it. Some confusion on the court. Ref is calling to reset the shot clock back to 30. Delay of game, foul also given. However, GT Center starts off with the ball. Basel running after Sarmad, however, he's too fast. However, Ibrahim gets the ball. They didn't need the foul. Ibrahim used his agility to his advantage. Oh! Flagrant foul done on Ibrahim. Not the type of basketball you want to see, however. It is the game we play. Let's just hope that Ibrahim is okay, as he is still head down, arm in face. Seems like he's in some pain. Calling for some water. A very flagrant foul committed. And let's just pray that Ibrahim is okay here. He was going down into the paint and he was whipped through the air, fell very violently on his front side. And he seems to be okay, alhamdulillah. Ibrahim just stretching it out. A very strong guy to get up after that flagrant foul. And he will be taking free throws as a result of that. However, alhamdulillah, he seems to do just fine as his teammates check up on him. However, good sportsmanship showed by the other team as well. First free throw he misses. Misses a second free throw. And Simcoe still have the ball. Ibrahim. Let's see what he does. He's getting triple teamed as well. Passes off to Osama. Osama goes for the three. Air balls it. And with a minute 30 left on the clock, GT Center inbounds the ball to Sarmad Malik. Sarmad Malik back to Raheem. Raheem to Ahmed Zafar. Imran passes off to Sarmad. Sorry, passes out to three. However, he does get fouled, so GT Center will inbound the ball in the hands of Raheem. Raheem passes the ball to Sarmad. And another intentional foul committed. Raheem passes it off to Sarmad quick. Passes it off to Imran. And another intentional foul committed. And I think Simcoe wants to bring them into the bonus. And they finally do get the fruits of their actions. And they bring GT Center to the line. Imran Hayat this time goes for the free throw, sinks it. 67-59. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2. Imran Hayat, the sharpshooter of GT Center, has brought their lead to 9 points. Ibrahim trying to do something. Misses the three-pointer. Basu gets the ball. Passes it back to Ibrahim. Splashes a three with 59 seconds left in the game. 68-62. Ibrahim fouls Sarman Malik. Sarman Malik, once again, GT Center will once again be going to the free throw line. And on paper, it seems like GT Center has taken this game as for a win. However, anything can happen in the game of basketball. Sir Malik goes for a second free throw, and he makes it. Makes it 69-62. Ibrahim gets the ball again. Goes for another three-pointer, chucks it up. And he gets 3 free throws at the three-point line as a result of that three-point foul by Abid Mahmoud. This game is still very easily achievable by Simcoe, as we can see what they can do and what they are capable of, especially with the abilities of their star player, Ibrahim. And Ibrahim Atif brings the score from 62-64-69. Let's see if he can go 3 for 3 from the free throw. Shoots the ball. Oh, he misses it. And they go for another foul. And this time, it'll be Rahim Chaudhry for GT Center at the foul line. Puts the ball up. One successful free throw for Rahim Chaudhry. Goes for a second free throw. Bounces and misses. Chaudhry can't get the ball. Pass off to Ibrahim. Most likely gonna chuck up another three-pointer. As he does, he misses it. Gets the ball. Puts it in. 70-66. A very tight defense being played by Simcoe. Ahmed Zafar tips the ball, pass off to Abid. Abid pass off to Sarmad. Sarmad pass off to Imran Hayat. Imran Hayat looks for options, pass it back to Sarmad. And it is a foul by Simcoe region. 70-66 with 30 seconds left in the game. Imran Hayat puts a shot up, splash. Goes 1 for 1. And he misses the free throw. 71-66. Khan has the ball. Pass up to Basil. Ibrahim gets the ball. He goes for a three-pointer. Misses it. As the viewers from Court 1 have watched that game, as that game has ended, they have now shifted their attention to this game as Ibrahim gives off the another intentional foul to Abid Mahmoud, who will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws. He sinks the first one. And he gets the ball, and Osama Bashir puts it up. If if I'm not mistaken, he will shoot 3 free throws as he was fouled on the 3-point line. 15 seconds left on the clock. If he sinks these two, if he sinks these 2 free throws, and they're able to get, a foul on GT Center, and GT Center does not sink those free throws, Simcoe still has a chance to win this game. However, 15 seconds is very little time. Raheem Chaudhry calling for the Hail Mary. Goes all the way back into the offensive zone. Sarnaz Malik passes it to Imran Hayat. Imran Hayat brings the ball down off the left side. Raheem Chaudhry, great defense, tips the ball out. However, the ball will still be in the hands of GT Center. We got amazing defense. Blazing in is Shajar Kang. As number 77 subs in. With 6.7 seconds left on the clock, Raheem Chaudhry is back at the free throw line. Sinks the first free throw. Sinks the second one as well. Amazing work. And GTA Center, even throughout the turmoil they faced during the game, mashallah, barakallahu lakum, they're able to win their first game of this tournament against Simcoe. And though Simcoe tried their best through the hands of their players, they were short-handed at the end of the day. And great sportsmanship shown by both teams. Ibrahim showed amazing offensive abilities. However, it came up short in the end. But great sportsmanship shown by both teams. It's all basketball at the end of the day. And mashallah, GT Center is now 1-0 in this tournament. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, viewers. We're bringing you a game between Makami and Mississauga. A very anticipated matchup between the two teams. Two great teams in this tier. And we are underway for a great game between the two. Starting fives up for both teams, getting ready for tip-off. Mississauga wins a tip-off. Reis Bajwa has the ball. Looks for options. Passes out to Hamza. Hamza puts it into the paint. Turnover. And likewise a turnover by Makami. And once again, I'm your commentator, bringing you to the 2026 Nasir tournament, Safir Mirza. As Hisham Bajwa, off the left side, spins into the paint, pass off to Salman, goes for the mid-range jumper, misses the ball. Mississauga has a possession of the ball. As Hamza passes it off to big man. Puts up the three, misses it. Passes it off to Awan. Awan puts up the layup, failed layup. Hisham Bajwa has the ball once again. Turns it over. Very fast-paced start by both teams. Dunks the ball. However, it is a big miss by Talha. He tried to raise the roof with that one. However, it was a failed attempt. Hisham Bajwa tries to flex into the paint with that ball, with that play. However, it goes out. Hamza has the ball. You know, Hamza and Talha, both the big men of Mississauga. Talha goes up for the lay, also misses that one. Gets his own rebound. Passes it off to Reis Bajwa. Reis passes it to Hamza. And Hamza to Hamza play is successful. Mississauga starts off the game with a 2-0 lead. Hisham Bajwa, a very good player, all-round player for Makami. Passes the ball off to Aliyan. Aliyan passes it off to Awan. Awan passes it off to the corner. And it's an illegal screen on Salman, on Mississauga. Sorry, on Makami. And Mississauga gets the ball. Hamza finds a screen from his counterpart. Passes it off into the paint. Talha with the mid-range misses to the right side of the basket. As Hisham Bajwa gets the defensive rebound. Passes it off to Salman. Salman goes for the lay. Misses the open lay. Mississauga gets the rebound. Hamza, number 35, goes in for the floater. Misses it drastically. Aliyan gets the ball. Out to Bajwa. Avan goes in. Aliyan shoots the ball off the lefty. Misses the shot. Salman goes up for the shot and he is fouled on his way up. And he'll be shooting 2 shots. And with those 2 free throws, Makami ties the game up. And Mississauga goes for the 3-pointer. Misses a 3-pointer. However, off the rebound, Mississauga gets the foul to the foul shots. Monim goes for the first foul shot, misses it. Let's see if he can bring the second one into fruition. As he goes for his second foul shot, splashes it. 3-2, Mississauga. with a little over 13 minutes left in the first half. Hamza has the ball at the 3-point line. Number 27, looking for options. Goes to the mid-ranger, air balls it. Alian grabs the ball, going down. His teammates are calling for it. However, goes up for the layup, and he air balls it as well. Maybe he should have listened to his teammates. However, it is a learning experience. He is one of the youngest players on the team. As Hamza goes up for the ball. This is a shot. Hisham Bajwa passes it off to, and they miss it. Salman goes up for the layup, and on his way up, he gets fouled, and he will be shooting 2 free throws once again. Let's see if he can go 4 for 4 in the night from the foul line. Hamza M is getting subbed out for Jariullah. Mississauga using their subs to their advantage. As Salman is unable to hit his first free throw. He is able to hit his second free throw off the bounce, and it is a 3-3 game, very low scoring game. However, there are opportunities being opened left and right for both teams. Let's just see if they're able to use it to their advantage. Number 13 has the ball. Pass out to Jariullah. Jariullah passes it off to Hamza. Hamza to Jariullah. Jariullah chucks up the 3 quickly, and he misses substantially from the 3-point line. Maybe that's not the type of shot he should take next time, as Makami brings the ball into their offensive zone. Salman, using his body in the paint, puts it up off the glass, and it's in. Amazing pass from the Mississauga team into the paint. However, it is unsuccessful. They tried to hit a forecheck. However, it is also unsuccessful. As Salman, the lead center for this Makami team, brings the ball in. However, it gets back out to Hisham. Hisham off to Bajwa. Bajwa chucks up the 3. It misses. Hisham gets the rebound from the 3-point line. He puts up the midi. Misses short. Bajwa gives it out to Alian. Alian puts it up. In and out of the rim. Makami is really tallying up the offensive rebounds here. And once again, they're able to get another offensive rebound. Let's see if they can transform this huge number of offensive rebounds into some actual points. As Ovan goes in. And finally, Mississauga gets possession of the ball. And foul on Mississauga. So Mississauga will inbound the ball in the offensive zone. Passes the ball off to Talha, however, he gets blocked midair. Good block by Makami. And Sham Bajwa deking around, dribbling around, looking for options, passes into Salman. Salman uses his body, posting, misses the shot. Sham Bajwa on the 3-point line, hits the shot, and he misses. And we also have Hamid Qureshi, who has similar attributes to Victor Wembanyama, as he actually gets a rebound. Hamid Qureshi goes in, passes the ball off to his counterpart Salman. On his way up, he gets fouled. And it is a foul number 13 on Mississauga, Ayan Chaudhry. Saman goes for three free throw, misses it. Mississauga. As Hisham hits the mid-ranger shot. However, he gets fouled, draws a foul, and brings himself to the foul line. So as you can see, during this timeout, Mississauga has 6, and Makami has 7. 6-7. So, you know, it's a very, very low-scoring game. As the score is only 6-7. Let's see what both teams can generate out of this timeout. As Hisham misses his free throw, Hamza is subbed back in off that timeout, leading the offense of Mississauga. Pass out to Reis. Reis has the ball, goes for the mid-ranger, misses the shot. However, Mississauga still gets the ball, chucks up the 3, misses it. Reis tries to go for the ball. However, he is checked, and the ball is given to Makami. Passes it to Sean Bajwa. Wembenyama goes in, and he makes the layup. Hamid Qureshi, aka Victor Wembenyama, brings the score to 8-7. Mississauga has the ball. Reis passes it out. Mone Mahmoud passes the ball out. Number 13. Number 13 gets blocked. Muizavan running the ball down, using his speed to his advantage. Crashes the boards. Crashes the paint. And gets the lead to 10-7. Hamza with the ball in his hands, looking for a pass, finds Monem. Monem using his spin, tries to hit the mid-ranger off the side, however misses it. Hamid Qureshi gets the ball, pass it off to Gondal. Gondal pass it off to Jazib, however he misses. He misses the pass, and as a result, there's another timeout taken.
A lot of times these guys are missing it. He hits the backboard, he doesn't hit the rim, that's not a reset. Change of possession, reset full. If it hits the rim, offensive rebound, 14.
Another timeout taken early into the game. And no more timeouts left for Mississauga. As Rayan Mirza, number 13, gets put onto the court off the timeout, who also checks in the ball to Hamza, their lead point guard for Mississauga. He gets a screen, passes it off into the paint. Talha puts it up, gets blocked by Hamid Qureshi, using his 7-foot wingspan to his advantage. Gondal puts up the 3 off the backboard, he misses it. And Makami is unable to save the ball from going out of bounds. However, it is Makami ball. Passes it off to Hamid Qureshi. Qureshi looking for options. DK loses traction of the ball. Goes in for the layup, misses it. Gets the ball back again. And he's just everywhere in this game. And gets to lay comfortably. 12-7 Makami. Hamza communicating to his team to spread out. Gets the screen from Hamza as well. Ryan Mirza has the ball in his hands. Sees Hamza in the corner. He shoots a three. He misses. Makami. Hamid Qureshi passes the ball out to Jazib. Jazib to Gondal. Gondal back out to Bajwa. Makami using some very good offensive strategies here. Salman gets the layup out of nowhere, puts it up, and it goes in. Makami has a comfortable lead out here late into the first half with a lead of 7 points. Reis Bajwa uses the screen to his advantage, loses the ball, results in a turnover. Gondal passes the ball to Salman. Salman, who has been the central force of Makami's offense, calls for the ball, doesn't get it. However, Hamid says no problem and puts it back up off the offensive rebound. And the score is now 16-7. Rayan has the ball. Pass it off to Hamza. He puts it up. Splash three. Clutch three by Hamza to bring Mississauga back to life late into the half. It is 16-10 in favor of Mississauga, in favor of Makami. Hamid Qureshi. Pass it off to Gondal. Gondal hits a three, misses it. Talha gets the ball, pass it to Hamza. Hamza to Riyan. Riyan going off the left side. Goes up for the the floater. And gets blocked by Wembenyama. Jazib gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses once again. Mississauga gets possession of the ball. Hamza passes it off to Reis. Let's see what he can do. Reis is running out of options here. He chucks it up. Misses the lay. And Makami gains possession of the ball once again. Makami using their strengths to their ability as Bajwa puts the ball up and misses. Ryan Mirza uses the screen to his advantage. Puts up three. Does not make it, however. Talha tried to get the offensive rebound. However, he was not able to. Jazib passes the ball off to Bajwa. Bajwa to Hamid Qureshi. Wembenyama puts up the three. Is not able to make the shot. The ball is back into Mississauga's possession. Mississauga is really grasping for straws here. Seems like their offense is really running out of gas and steam as Makami sinks another easy layup. 18-10 in a very comfortable lead. Makami is leading the game with a minute left in the first half. As Makami gets the ball once again. Salman to Gondal. Gondal to Bajwa. Bajwa to Hamid Qureshi. Let's see what he can do. He drives into the paint. Easy lay. 10-point differential in favor of Makami as the time of the first half expires. Hamza leads the ball down the right side. He's looking for options. His teammates need to get open. He finally finds Hamza, chucks up a three, splashes it. A great glimmer and shine of light late into this quarter. Let's see if we can bridge the gap before this quarter ends. And it seems like Makami is going to get the last possession as Hamid Qureshi passes the ball to Salman. Misses the great opening pass by Hamid. However, it does not matter as the time has run out. And that for you folks is the first half between Makami and Mississauga. Some great basketball being played by both teams. And the end score is 20-13 in favor of Makami by the end of this first half. No- As the second half is underway, Sham Bajwa passes the ball to Jazib. He hits a pump fake twice. Passes it off to Muiz. Muiz back to Sham. Hisham looks for Hamid. Wemby puts it up. Splashes a three-pointer. Three-pointer is green for Hamid Qureshi. And it is a 10-point lead in favor of Makami. Rayan has the ball. He passes the ball out to Talha. Talha goes for the midi. Sinks it. 23 to 15. As Muiz Avan brings the ball down for Makami. Pass it out to Jazib. Jazib tries to go for a three. However, airballs it substantially. And Mississauga trying to look for the fast break. Trying to convert this into some offense. Mississauga chucks up a three. And Jariola with a very out of the blue three-pointer splashes it. Hamid Qureshi passes it back out to Aliyan. Aliyan, number 34, pass it to Hamid. Hamid back to Aliyan. Aliyan pump fakes. Passes it back out to Hamid. Hamid goes inside. Ball is being recycled here. Finally, Muiz Avan says no more of that and goes into the paint and puts it up. And the lead is now back out to 7 once again. Iran looking for options. Mirza passes it back out to Jariola. Jariola finally finds Monim Ahmed. As Monim passes off to Hamza. Hamza with the mid-ranger completely airballs it. And Hamid Qureshi gets the ball. Hamid hits the long pass to Aliyan. Aliyan drives in hard. Pass it off to Jazib. Jazib goes for the reverse lay. And he is unable to capitalize off the opportunity. Hamza. Pass it off to Rayan. Sinks three-pointer. 25 to 21. 4-point lead for Makami. And let's see if they're able to make some more breathing space for them off this offensive possession. Hisham with the ball in his hands. Amazing dangle. Passes it off to Muiz. Muiz uses his triple threat. Passes it off to Hisham. Hisham goes for the mid-ranger. Bounce is not friendly. Jazib, amazing offensive deep rebounds here. Gets another offensive rebound. Amounts up to 4 in just one possession for Jazib. Muiz finally puts up the three-pointer. Misses to the right side of the basket. And Mississauga gets the ball. Rian goes in. And he draws a foul. Rian Mirza will be going to the foul line. And off the first free throw, he sinks it. Let's see if he can capitalize on the second opportunity for him, which will bring the lead into only 2 points. And he misses the second opportunity, however. Mokami gets the ball in the hands of Muiz. Muiz uses his speed. Pass it off to Hisham. Qureshi gets the ball from Muiz's hands. Hamid Qureshi spins around. And he misses. Jariullah gets the ball stripped away from him by Hisham Bajwa. Hisham Bajwa going left, right. Passes it off to Aliyan. Aliyan, lefty shooter. Drains it. 28-22. Mokami leads the game with 13:37 on the game clock. Monim Ahmed gets the ball stripped from him. Hamid Qureshi passes the ball to Aliyan. Aliyan goes for the one-handed lay. Puts it up and sinks it. Mississauga really needs to give Mokami an answer here. Otherwise, Mokami will blow them away with the rate that they're going at. Monim Ahmed puts it up. Bricks the shot. Rian Mirza fouls Muiz Avan. And as a result, looks for a substitution. Reese Bajwa and Hamza getting back in to gameplay. They're subbed back in. Hisham has the ball in his hands. Aliyan goes up for another three. Sinks it. Aliyan is really finding his rhythm here. And it's up to Mississauga to find out how to mitigate this issue. Otherwise, this game will easily slip away from their hands. As Hisham Bajwa, with a big block, brings the ball down the right side. Goes behind the back. To the pass to Aliyan. Oh, Aliyan with a crazy fake pass. And the Euro step. Gets a layup and puts it in. 35-22 in favor of Mokami. Mokami has really solved Mississauga and has figured them out. Mississauga needs to find an answer here. As Hamza puts the three ball up, misses it once again. Hisham. As Mokami is in the midst of extreme confidence. Mississauga puts up a Hail Mary. Monim Ahmed gets the easy lay. And with 11 minutes left in the game, this is a lot of time for anything to happen. The game could go north, south, east to west within this time. Let's see what Mississauga can do. Mississauga doing a lot of pressure on Mokami. An easy pass from Aliyan to Salman. Brings the lead back out to 13. Reis Bajwa goes in for the three-point shot. Here balls it. And number 13, Ayan Chaudhary, will be back in for Mississauga. Their youngest player. And it is also a good learning experience for him. As Gondal is fouled. And he will be taking shots. As he splashes the first free throw. Gonda has the opportunity to make the lead to 15, and he does. Makami is leading 39 to 24 at the midsection of this quarter of this half as Ayan puts up the three, misses it. Hisham is racking up his stats in terms of rebounds, passes the ball up to Salman. Salman uses his body, passes it off to Gondal. Gondal hits the three, misses it. Hisham comes out of nowhere, however, misses the putback lay. Monim behind the back. Out to Reis. Reis misses once again. Mississauga has having a tough time finding the rhythm as Aliyan has found his rhythm and hits that shot, bringing the score 42 to 24. And this game has slipped out of the hands of Mississauga. Let's see if they're able to make a difference after this timeout. And as the timeout ends, Mississauga inbounds the ball. Hamza passes off to Reis. Let's see what he can do here. Reis dribbles, passes it off to Hamza. Splashes a three-pointer. That timeout clearly built up, the morale of Mississauga as they splash that three. Let's see if they can keep it up. As Makami answers with the layup of their own. As Masroor just laid the ball. Reis gets blocked. He's looking for the foul. He doesn't get it. Hisham Bajwa comes down. Pass out to Muiz. Muiz pumps. And he is fouled. And Makami will inbound the ball. Makami inbounding the ball. Masroor has the ball in his hands. He's looking for Wembenyama. Wembenyama passes the ball off to Hisham Bajwa. Hisham Bajwa saucing up the Mississauga player, Talha. Pass it off to Jazib. Jazib looking for options. Turns over the ball. Hamza passes the ball off to Ayan. Ayan puts up a high shot from the paint, off the leg of Reis and back into Makami possession. Hisham Bajwa seemingly trying to slow down the play. Speeds it up once again. Hits a left short side layup. And Makami is leading by 19 points. Mississauga is at the jaws of defeat. However, as Hamza throws up another three-pointer, and Masroor gets the ball once again. Jazib goes into the paint. Gets a foul. My apologies, he does not get the foul. Mississauga has the ball once again. Mississauga in the hands of Reis Bajwa. Passes the ball off to Talha. Misses the easy lay. Gets blocked on the second chance. However, Talha gets subbed out for Monim. And Reis Bajwa gets subbed out for Rayan Mirza. Monim puts the ball up. And Hisham gets another rebound. Hisham is, the epitome of a jack of all trades on the court. He's running the offense, and he is also doing amazingly on the defense side, racking up rebounds for his team. As he has the ball in his hands once again. Passes it off to Hamid. Hamid, hand off the backboard, layup, and it is of course green for him. 50-27, a substantial lead for Makami. As we approach 6 minutes left in the game, Monim puts up the shot, and Mississauga just unable to sink any shots. As Nasir has the ball. Muiz gets locked up as Hamza strips the ball away from him. Pass it off to Rayan Mirza. Rayan Mirza looking for the triple threat. Chooses to drive inside. And he draws a foul. And he will be taking 2 shots. Rayan Mirza misses the free throw as Muizavan is coming down. He's losing the ball, regaining it, finally regains possession, passes it up to Hamid, and Hamid goes up to the lake, gets his own rebound, puts it again, gets his own rebound once again. Third time gets his own rebound, but he's not able to capitalize off that. And Missa gets the ball, chucks up a 3, long rebound. Monim gets the offensive rebound, passes it in. He gets the ball once again. Monim throws up the 3. And once again, Mississauga misses a 3-pointer. And Makami is very comfortable, confident in their gameplay. And this is pretty much an easy win for Makami. However, Mississauga is still trying their best. They aren't losing hope. As Asham Bajwa gets another rebound and brings the ball back onto the left side of the court into the offensive zone. He goes in. He goes for a 3-point shot, sinks it. Asham Bajwa, really the story of this game, and running the offense for his team. And off that timeout, Reis Bajwa passes the ball in to Rayan Mirza. Rayan Mirza goes in for the lay, bounces in and out. And Sham Bajwa gets once again, gets another rebound. Goes for the 3-pointer shot, sinks it. Sham is on a roll here. Like I said before, offensively and defensively. And Hisham with a steal as well. He's really everywhere here, but he misses a shot, fortunately. Mississauga gets the ball stripped away from them. Leon goes for the lay. Hisham gets the rebound. Tries to put it in off of Alian's missed layup. However, he misses the ball. Reis gets the ball. He goes for the layup and misses both shots. Gets another rebound. Gets blocked. However, it is a foul. Reis Bajwa is going to have 2 foul shots here. For the first one, off the backboard, banks it in. And he only makes 1 free throw shot. Sham Bajwa, step back 3 off the corner, hits it. It's 59-28 in favor of Makami. with only a bit over 2 minutes left in this whole game. As Jariola just chucks up an underhand layup, puts it in for Mississauga. It is a 29-point lead for Makami. As Salman pass out to Aliyan. Aliyan dribbles it out to Bajwa. Bajwa drives in, pass out to Hisham. Hisham goes for the three-pointer. He misses it. Ayan grabs the ball. Mississauga. And Aliyan tripped Mississauga's player Ayan on the play. He doesn't like the call, but it is what it is. And Mississauga will inbound the ball. Jariola passes it to Ayan. Ayan passes it to Reis Bajwa. Bajwa goes for a three-pointer. Sinks it. 59-33 in favor of Makami. Even though it was a great shot, it really won't make a difference here, as time will expire soon. As Bajwa goes for the shot, misses it. Saw gets the ball once again. Reis trying to make some last-second efforts. Misses the mid-range jumper. Suman has the ball. Passes it off to Gondo. Gondo passes it off to Jazib. Misses the shot. Gondo gets the rebound. Let's see what he can do here. Pass it off to Jazib. Jazib takes the three. And Jariola gets a defensive rebound. Passes it off to Talha. And Talha tips it out. 23 seconds left in the game. There won't be any offense left. And mashallah, barakallah lakum. Makami has won the game. Refs have called it. Barakallah lakum to Makami. And mashallah, amazing effort by Mississauga Jamaat. We're bringing you live broadcast of the game between Western Ontario and Halton Niagara. Halton Niagara repping the yellow color as they bring the ball down. And they hit a tough layup, bringing the score 4-0 in favor of Halton Niagara. And Western Ontario repping the colors of purple. As the ref calls the playoff, resulting in a foul. As number 20, Ahmed, will inbound the ball. Qadir has the ball, passes it off. Shayan tries to pump fake. However, he fakes it off and goes in for the easy layup. Sean, number 23, using his size to his advantage to capitalize into that offense, into some points for Western Ontario, bring the score 4-2. As Halton Niagara takes the free throws, Qamar Abdullah is able to capitalize on those two free throws and bring the lead to 5-2. Western Ontario has the ball in their hands. Corner three is not looking good, so he passes it off. Nasir takes a shot, a funky looking shot, misses it. Sean gets the ball, passes it off. And Halton Niagara sinks the three-pointer, and it is a 5-5 game between the two. Halton Niagara shoots it, misses the three-pointer, gets the offensive rebound, gets blocked. Nasir is running after the ball. Number 12 passes it out to number 3. Mid-air passes the ball down to number 2. Number 2. Amazing defense being played. As Qadir has the ball. Halton Niagara takes the ball down, however, he gets fouled on his way up. And Ramesh Tariq is at the foul line. Let's see if he can successfully make these free throws, and the first one is a miss. However, he still has one left. And Ramesh gets a friendly bounce in and is able to capitalize on the second free throw. Sean has the ball, however he mishandles it. Number 2, Halton Niagara hits the left-handed layup. And the score is now 8-7 for Halton Niagara. Back and forth game so far as Ahmed, number 20, puts up the three-pointer, misses to the right side. Halton Niagara gets the offensive rebound, however, are not able to use it to their advantage as Halton Niagara has the ball. Number 6 gets stripped of the ball. And Western Ontario takes the ball. And Shahriyar clearly airballs the shot. Great defense being played out by Hasib. Results in Western Ontario having the ball to themselves once again. Ahmed trying to find some space, dribbling the ball. And it is an offensive foul is a offensive foul on Daniel Vorej. Ramesh has the ball, looking for some options. Uses the screen to his advantage, puts the ball through his legs. Amazing pass. I do not know how he saw such a great opportunity. However, he was able to, but to no avail. And there's a call on the floor. There's some confusion amongst the players. And it is, in the end, Halton Niagara's ball. As Chima subs in the ball to Ikan. They're all fighting for the ball. And Western Ontario comes out on top. It is their possession. As one of the veteran players, Abdul Ranjasab, passes the ball off to Daniel, and he misses the shot. And he is visually, verbally, physically very, very upset with what is happening. However, you need to realize as a young player, and all players, that no matter what the situation is, in basketball, it is very important to stay calm and collected. And no matter how hard the game gets, if you lose your cool, it will result in the game getting worse for you. So it's very important in these moments to always stay calm and collected, as basketball is a game of high energy, high physicality. So having patience and calmness normally results in you coming out on top, as Western Ontario turns over the ball. Halton Niagara has the ball. Ramesh trying to flex the ball deep inside. He's looking for options, pivots, finds Ikan, gets blocked. Ikan gets blocked. And Daniel Vrech has the ball, goes to the left side, fakes the shot, passes it off to number 10. And Ranja tries to put up the reverse lay, misses it. Halton Niagara regains possession. Amazing block. However, Halton Niagara regains possession. And Ibrahim Khan is able to sink the three, bring the score to 11-7 in favor of Halton Niagara. Goddard has the ball. He's looking for the screen, however, he's unable to. Kashif, he's looking for the three-pointer. However, he passed it inside, as he has no option. Sean puts up the ball, and he's unable to sink it. Ramesh passes a long pass to Ikan. Ikan has butterfingers, and the ball goes out of play. Daniel Vrech has the ball. He's going down the right side, goes to the middle, goes for a three-pointer, sinks it. He rattles in the three-pointer, and Western Ontario is able to close up the wound of that lead to only 1 point. Amazing spin move. However, it is to no avail. However, the offensive rebound. With the offensive rebound, Ibrahim Khan is able to lay it back in. And it is 13-10 with a little over 8 minutes left in the first half.
No shot!
Daniel gets another three, and a heat check is green. And it is 13-13. Western Ontario has found their way to tie this game, 13 apiece. And Ramesh loses control of the ball. Ramesh Tariq has some great tools and handles in his arsenal, and he is clearly using them in this game. as Gummer loses control of the ball. However, Ramesh gets the ball back. Ramesh goes and passes out to Jima. Jima with the easy three-pointer, and he misses it. However, Alta in the hands of Gummer gets the offensive rebound. He misses it. Jima gets another one. He misses it again. And it is a circus play right here as Western Ontario football throws the ball to the other end, causing the turnover and the out of bounds. Alta Niagara pass it off to Jima. Jima with the easy layup, not able to sink it. Gets the rebound once again, but it is a turnover, and the ball is in the hands of Western Ontario. Daniel has the ball, tries to hit another heat check, and it is cold. He does not hit it. Ramesh, using his handles, comes back out to the three-point line, shoots the three, and it is splash. 16-13, Alta Niagara. Alta Niagara is able to regain their lead, however, only by a very minuscule 3 points. Subs coming in and out for Western Ontario. They're using the subs very wisely, trying to conserve the energy of each player. As Sean just chucks up a shot, Egon tries to get the ball off that Hail Mary shot, off that Hail Mary pass. However, it is unsuccessful. As Daniel regains possession for Western Ontario, he's communicating to his teammates to move out. As Abdul Ranja sets an illegal screen, resulting in a turnover and giving Alta Niagara possession of the ball. Pressure is high, blood is pumping. Each team is trying to come out on top as Jima goes up for the layup, tries for the and one. However, he will go on to the line regardless. And Jima unable to hit both of the free throws. Western Ontario regains possession of the ball. And let's see what they can do with this. Western Ontario. Oh, what a block. What a block by Alta Niagara. However, with the ball in Daniel's hands, he chucks up the three, deep three. He's unable to sink it. Ekon gets the ball. And he misses it. And the ball's back into Daniel's hands off the defensive rebound. Daniel tries to hit another three, he airballs it. Not a good look for him. Ramesh passes the ball out. However, Ibrahim is unable to sink it. Ekon passes it back out to Ibrahim Khan. Ekon passes it to Ramesh. His teammates are calling for one more. Ramesh sinks it. Clutch three by Ramesh Starik, number 6 for Alta Niagara. Increases their lead to 6, 19-13, with 3 minutes left in the first half. Gader chucks up the ball, hits the three-pointer. A very nice response for Western Ontario. And it is now 19-16. Ekon completely open. Western Ontario completely lacking on the defense. Seems like their GPS system wasn't logged in today. And Ekon is able to slip away with an easy layup, 21-16. Gader bring the ball down. getting severely pressured by Ikan. And Qadr is very unhappy with that pressure. And Western Ontario should still have the ball. And there's a clear miscommunication as Western Ontario did not have someone to inbound the ball. They lose possession anyways. Jima running down the court. Ramesh pump fakes and puts it in. Easily lay off the pump fake for Ramesh Static. Sean has the ball. He passes it up. However, it's a bad pass. And it goes out of bounds. And it is Western Ontario's ball. Western Ontario has the ball. Shoots it. Splashes it. Abdullah Rana off the bench for Western Ontario. Splashes a three. And number 2 going in. However, he is unable to capitalize. Passes it back out to Ramesh. Ramesh at the top of the key. Flexes to the left side. He's getting critically defended. Puts it up. However, I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot. However, it goes out of bounds regardless. Abdullah Rana off the bench. Trying to see if he can capitalize off some offense. Pass it to Sean. Sean clearly air balls. And Ibrahim gets the ball. Ikan Abdullah going down the court. Using his young speed. Misses the layup. Abdul Ranja passes the ball to Daniel. Daniel with the mid-ranger. Sinks it. 23 to 21. With 40 seconds left in the first half. Ramesh Tariq coming down the ball. Uses the screen of Ibrahim to his advantage. Does not use the pick and roll. He passes it back to Ibrahim. Ibrahim goes up for the lay. Gets his own rebound. And sinks it. 20 seconds left on the clock. And Western Ontario will have the last possession of this half to their advantage. And let's see what they can do with it. Abdullah Rana goes inside, loses possession of the ball. With 5 seconds left in this quarter. Let's see what they can do. And I guess they're unaware of the time left, and that is the end of the first quarter. Viewers watching at home, once again, this is your commentator, Safin Mirza, reporting the 2026 Nasir tournament. Live, brought to you, coming from Ivane Tahir Peace Village in Vaughan, Canada. And I hope you all are enjoying your watching these games at home. We are for sure enjoying these games. High level of competitiveness. However, we always got to remember there is also a high need of brotherhood, which is necessary in these games, as these are not any worldly basketball games. These are the basketball games of Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya. And the different thing about the sports which are played in Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya is that there's always the concept of brotherhood and sportsmanship, which is a key component of these games. And as the teams are recuperating and regenerating the offense and defense strategies during the break between the halves, let's see what both teams can come up with at the start of the second half, as it is a very close game. There's only 25 to 21 with a 4-point differential in between the two teams. Ramesh has the ball. Tries to drive in. He steps back out. Hits the midi with a daft spin move. Beautiful shot by Ramesh. Brings the lead of Hot Niagara to 6. Abdul Ranja, a near Ansarullah member. Brings the ball out to Daniel. Daniel looking for options, getting double teamed. Hasib has the ball. Passes it out to the 3-point line. Qadir gets the ball. Tries to generate some offense. Goes for a layup, gets blocked. And it's a shot clock violation on Western Ontario. So turnover by Western Ontario results in Alton Niagara having the ball once again. Ramesh using his speed. Number 2 puts it up, misses the easy lay, puts it up once again, causes a foul to his advantage. And he will be taking 2 shots at the free throw line. So Qamar Abdullah goes for the first free throw. Big bounce. Not a friendly one. First one doesn't go in. Second one. Also misses. Left side. Abdul Ranja has the ball in his possession. Passes it off. Takes 3. And misses. Omer Munir also on the court, number 7 for Halton Niagara, guarding Daniel. Daniel uses the screen to his advantage. Shehryar has the ball. Shehryar goes inside, circles back around, passes to Daniel. Daniel passes it to Shehryar. Qadir back to Shehryar. Shehryar plants his feet, takes a 3, and that is a miss. Munir has the ball, passes to Ramesh, pump fake, sidestep. Green shot by Ramesh. He is on fire this game. He is the heart of the offense of Halton Niagara. Hasib puts the screen up for Qamar. Qamar puts it up, easy floater. And these guys are going back and forth. However, Halton Niagara still leading by 8 points. Ramesh, spin move once again. However, the Western Ontario does not bite on, defense does not bite on that. Azim Chima goes for the shot. The Kareem Chima goes for the shot. Misses. However, Qamar Abdullah is able to sink the shot. And it is now 34-23. Qamar has a ball for Western Ontario. Daniel off the left side. Passes it into Hasib. Hasib tries to pivot. Passes it to Abdul Ranja. Doesn't make it. Abdul Ranja gets the ball again. Puts it up. And he makes it. Finally, a shot in for Abdul Ranja Saab. And it is 34-25 in favor of Halton Niagara with the ball in Ramesh Tariq's hands. Number 6 passes it off to Ibrahim. Ibrahim hits the 3, does not make it. Offensive rebound and Qamar Abdullah really starting a storm for Halton Niagara here as they are getting away with this game with a little over 14 minutes left in the game. Sean has the ball. Pass to Qamar. Qamar shoots the ball. He misses 3. And the Kareem Chima will inbound the ball for Halton Niagara to Ramesh. And you know, these Halton Niagara guys, they've been playing with each other. They've been playing basketball with each other for, many years. And they are very chemistry oriented. As Munir puts up a 3 and they miss it. And they have known each other since they were kids. So they know the ins and outs of each other's weaknesses, strengths. And clearly they have been using that to their advantage over Western Ontario today. As Abdul Ranja has the ball, passes it off to Daniel. Daniel hits the corner 3, does not make it. Qamar Abdullah, using his speed, hits the left 3, hits the left layup. My apologies. The Kareem gets the offensive rebound, does not make it, is upset with the call. And Sean has the ball, looking for options, pivoting. Daniel tips the ball into his opponent's hands. Ramesh slowing it down. However, he takes a 3. Completely airballs it. And subs are going to come in. for Western Ontario. Number 4, Abdullah Rana, has been subbed in for Qamar. And Ramesh calling for the ball. Gets it. And he's slowing down the play. However, he goes for the 3 once again. Misses it. The Cream Chima with an amazing offensive rebound puts it up and gets the 2. Altanagra leading 38-25, 13-point lead. Feeling comfortable late into the game. And Western Ontario is starting with the ball in the person of Daniel Varech. Daniel Varech trying to use Hasib's screen, however, he's not able to. Daniel puts up a 3, calls for the foul, does not get it. However, Western Ontario scores anyways. So it's now 38-37. Ramesh puts up the ball, 3 ball, does not make it. Oh, Abdullah Rana tries to go up for the layup, and he's emphatically blocked by Qamar Abdullah. However, they will be inbounding the ball. Western Ontario inbounds the ball. Hasib passes it back to Abdullah Rana. Abdullah Rana hits a 3 off the top of the backboard. The Cream Chima passes the ball out to Munir. Munir tries to hit the lay, but does not get it. Number 2, Qamar Abdullah flexes. Passes it to Ramesh. Ramesh fakes the pass. Slows down the play. Shot clock at 20. The Cream passes it to the Cream. The Cream misses a 3-point shot. Daniel gets fouled. Daniel calls for the foul. And as a result, the refs give him the foul. And the ball will now be in the possession of Western Brampton. Western Brampton has the ball. Western Ontario, my apologies, has the ball. Abdul Ranja gets stripped of the ball. And Munir gets blocked by Daniel. He is having none of that today. And energetically blocks the ball out of play. And Altanagra scores another point. Kashif has the ball for Western Ontario. He goes inside, fakes the pass, goes inside. Hasib goes inside, goes in for the play, and misses the layup. However, Sean gets it, also gets partially blocked. And again, Hasib, in the midst of all that chaos, is able to get a layup and put it in for his first 2 points of the game. Qamar Abdullah gets the ball, chucks it up with 2 of his hands. And he gets the foul called in his favor. So he'll be shooting 2 shots here. 40-29 with 9 minutes left in this game as Qamar sinks his first foul shot. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2. And he does not. Let's see if he gets the rebound off the foul shot. Passes it to Sean. However, Sean has margarine on his fingers today. Slips out of Sean's hands. And Ibrahim went for the 3-point ball. However, is out of play now. Both these teams, Western Ontario and Halton Niagara, both driving from very far to come here and play this tournament. MashaAllah. As Takreem Jima sinks the layup. And these teams, of course, play with a lot of heart as they come from far long drives, about an hour away. And Hasib gets another layup, sinks it, and is now 43-31, still in favor of Halton Niagara. And Western Ontario came up short last year against Eastern Brampton in this tournament. They were blown out last year in 2024, in the 2024 Nasir tournament, by Eastern Brampton by about 40 points. And with 7 minutes left, let's see if they're able to turn this around into their possession and be able to come away with this game. However, they are trailing by 14 points, with Halton Niagara at the line once again as the Takreem Jima hit the and one. And Western Ontario has brought in some of their bench players to give them a little bit more seasoned experience. As Halton Niagara sinks another layup. Comer has the ball. Kader has the ball for Western Brampton. Fakes it. Pass it off to number 2. Number 2 chucks it up. Misses the lay. And Sean has the ball. Does an underhand. Misses it. And it is the hands of Munir. Munir pass it off to Ramesh. Ramesh stumbles over his own feet. And the ball is out of play. And there's a high energy match being played on the other side between USA and Makami. Kader has the ball once again. Western Ontario. Hasib puts up the shot. Splashes it. 6 points for Hasib. He is turning up late into this game. 47-33 in favor of Halton Niagara. Ramesh puts it up. Beautiful shot. Sinks that 3-point. 50-33. Halton Niagara is leading. 17-point lead. A very outstanding margin in this lead as Daniel hits a deep 3 straight from Markham. And he drains it. Ramesh has the ball. Tries to go for the mid-ranger, but it trickles out of the basket. Daniel comes off the right side of the court, looking for some offense. Pass it off to number 2. Number 2 throws it up. Misses the mid-ranger. Halton Niagara comfortably regains possession of the ball. Takreem Jima tries to go in, and he draws the foul off his second shot in the paint. Ramesh calling for the sub. And he gets the sub. As a result, number 2 coming up the level will be coming in for him. An amazing game played by Ramesh Tariq. And it will be a 15-point lead as of now with 4 minutes left in the game. Takreem Jima gets possession of the ball. Passes it off to Ibrahim. Ibrahim driving to the paint, passes it out to the corner, and Halton Niagara loses possession of the ball. And Daniel Chaudhry has possession of the ball. Pass it off to Daniel Chaudhry. Passes the ball off. Abdullah Rana hits it to the corner. Let's see if Shahryar can sink it. And he finally sinks it. 3-pointer. Doesn't really make a difference, however. With 3 minutes left, anything does make a difference. And the score is 53-39. For Halton Niagara. Daniel chucks another 3. And it is a miss. However, Western Ontario gets the ball again. Shahryar. Heat check. It does not go in. Daniel gets the ball again out at the point. He gets stripped of the ball. Defense is going crazy on Western Ontario. Halton Niagara's defense is really helping them out here. The Kareem Chima passes the ball out to Munir. His teammates urging him to shoot it. Or sorry, Qamar Abdullah. Ibrahim has the ball. Ibrahim passes it out to Munir. Munir shoots it. And Amer Munir is not able to sink it. 2 minutes left in the game, 53-39. Halton Niagara comfortably winning the game. Muiz has the ball. Pass out to Shahryar. Shahryar misses the 3-point shot. Ikan is back into the game. Takreem has the ball. Pass it up to Ibrahim. Ibrahim, while going out, gets fouled. And Ramesh Tariq and Yasser Mahmood coming in for Halton Niagara, subbing in with a minute left in the game. You know, this has been an amazing game played by both teams. However, it seems like Halton Niagara will slip away with this win. It was a hard-fought game played by Western Ontario, however, you know, very well-fought, hard-fought game by Western Ontario, however, you know, there's always the factor of the other team simply better. And in this timeout, let's see if Western Ontario is able to make some last-minute changes with only a minute left in the game. If they're able to hit some 3-pointers and maybe by chance tie this game up, or at least make it much closer than it seems to be. While the ball is in Halton Niagara's hands, Munir passes it in. Number 9 shoots the ball, misses it, gets his own rebound, passes it out. Azim Chima has the ball, shoots it, and he misses. Shahryar has the ball for Western Ontario. Let's see what they can do. They really need a 3-pointer here. They need to make up their mind. Shahryar has the ball, deep 3, misses it. Long rebound. And it will be Halton Niagara's ball with 20 seconds left in this game. They're going to run out the clock. And the game is over, 53-39 for Halton Niagara. Mashallah, barakallahu lakum. Amazing game played by both teams, and in the end, it is all about the sportsmanship. And you know, both the teams are just shaking hands in the end here. And once again, viewers at home, I hope you guys all are enjoying. This is your commentator, Safid Mirza. And this is just an amazing game that was just fought out between these two teams. Both teams brought high energy to the table, and in the end, Halton Niagara was able to come out with the win, 52-39. However, it was a very well played game by Western Ontario as well. They had Daniel Vurej, and they had some good players playing. However, in the end, they came up short. But still, mashallah, big ups to them for their effort. And now, a very, very highly anticipated match between Jamia Ahmadiyya Canada and Western Brampton. Both amazing teams, having amazing players. Jamia Ahmadiyya Canada having the star of their team, Hazim Ahmed, Daniel Rana, Osman Ali, Hashir Ahmed, their captain, and a new student in first year, Kamran Khan. As you can see, they're just warming up right now. And Western Brampton also having some amazing players as well. Haris Umar, Roshan Ahmed, Shumail Mirza, Rafil Mirza, Soban Ali, one of the best players in Canada. And this will be a match to watch. Some great Friday night basketball being brought to you from Nasir Tournament 2026. And we are waiting for this highly anticipated matchup between the two teams. A very emphatic 1-2-3 Jamia count and a very emphatic 1-2-3 Makami as we are underway between this Makami 4 versus Jamia game. Is going to be an amazing game with star players on both teams, Nasir and his younger brother Aleem on Makami 4, and Jamia having a multitude of amazing players. We have Hashir Ahmed, who is their captain, who is hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. Usman Ali, Kamran Khan, Hazim Ahmed from Australia. Many international players on Jamia team. And Daniel Rana, the 6'1" center, who is taking the tip off for Jamia. Bismillah. As Makami 4 wins the tip off. And we are underway in this highly anticipated match. Fahim Chaudhry takes the ball, goes up for the mid-ranger, misses it, and it is out of bounds. Kamran Khan passes the ball to Usman Ali, one of the best players in Jamia to ever be produced. And he misses his first three-pointer shot. Hazim, with amazing defense, strips the ball mid-air, passes it to Usman Ali. Usman Ali passes it to Daniel Rana. Daniel Rana with the easy layup. 2-0 Jamia Ahmadiyya Canada to start off this game. Jamia playing some 2-3 zone defense as Makami number 15 Mazhar Khan gets a and one and will get a free throw shot and will be able to attempt to get this game into Makami's lead. As he is not able to do that, it is 2-2. Makami has a chance for the layup off the offensive rebound, but are not able to capitalize. Azim Ahmed from Sydney, Australia, one of Jamia's best sportsmen, passes the ball to Usman. Usman looking for his options in the triple threat position. He doesn't use the screen, goes on the opposite side, passes it off, however. He's not able to capitalize off the fast break. Salman misses his first free throw. Misses his second as well. It is 2-2 Jamia. It's 2-2 tied between Jamia and Makami. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will be in possession of Makami 4. Nasir is inbounding the ball. He passes it out. As they miss, Nasir misses a wide open layup, disappointing himself. Jamia gets possession of the ball. Hazim deep into the possession. Hashir gives the screen. Hazim still dribbling the ball. Pass it off to Usman. Usman goes left side. Dribbles out. Hazim gets the ball back to Usman. Usman goes in left side. Misses the layup. Great possession by Jamia. However, they are unable to capitalize off that. Easy fast break. Fahim misses an open layup. Daniel Rana gets the ball. Pass it to Hazim. Hazim passes to Kamran Khan. Kamran Khan with the three. Misses a shot. And easy layup by Mazhar, number 15. Brings Makami 4 into the lead. Hazim dribbling the ball down. Pass it to Usman. Usman. Pass it to Hashir. Hashir to Daniel Rana. And a quarterback type of throw by number 93, Arsalan Baj on Makami. Causes a turnover for Makami. And the ball is inbounded to Jamia, for Jamia. And Hazim is bringing down the ball, looking for his options, finds Usman. Usman goes for the three. This is his specialty, however, he misses. Daniel Rana gets the offensive rebound. He passes it to Hashir. Hashir splashes it. Hashir coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, splashes a 3 for Jamia, and it is 5-4. Jamia leads the game. Nasir looking for options as he comes down. Pass it to Salman. Salman to Fahim. Fahim finally finds a big man. Salman looks for a 3-pointer. Off the backboard and in. Maccabi 4 gets the 3-pointer, causing them to have a 2-point lead. Hazim tries to dribble step to the side. He sidesteps, however. He runs out of options. Husher coming into the paint. He hits the mid-ranger. And it is tied 7 apiece between Jamia and Maccabi. Salman Pali coming down the court. Nasir being guarded very tightly by Hazim. Passes it back out to Salman. Salman tries to hit the 3, but it is too long. Hazim finds Usman Ali. Usman flexes to the left. Hits the mid-ranger. And it is green. All day, all night for Usman Ali. As the game is now 9-7 in favor of Jamia Ahmadiyya. You know, Nasir, as Arsalan Bajwa, the big man of Maccabi 4, gets an easy layup for Maccabi. And it is 9-9 with 12 minutes left into this first half. Hazim loses the ball. Nasir running down, but however Kamran Khan is behind him. However, Nasir is able to slip away and get the layup. Great fast break layup by Nasir. Usman Ali. Oh, they're up?
My name is Hassan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We're here at the Nasir Tournament 2026, hosted by Majlis Qudam Al Ahmadiyya Canada. It's an action-packed day. There's over 19 teams here, including 2 teams from USA. We have over 400 people who have come here to play and also to watch. Athletes from across Canada and the United States. My name is Hassan Shahid. To my right, we have Mansoor Mirza Sahib, who is also serving at Naib Nazmi Ala. To his right, we have Jerry Kudrat Saab, who is Mohtam Maqami and also responsible for food serving. To my left, we have Adnan Bangla Sahib, who is mashallah serving as Naib Nazmi Ala. So, as I mentioned, we have a really action-packed day today. I'm going to turn it over to Mansoor. Mansoor, you're a veteran of Canada basketball, but also you have a lot of exposure.
Honestly, it's always good to see them. A lot of fun. They always bring good vibes.
Yeah, I mean, USA, they won last year. They won missed as well. So, Mukami and some of the Canada team, they got a chip on their shoulder. And that brings us to Mohtam Maqami. I know it's a bit of a conflict of interest there, being Mohtam Maqami. But, Jerry, what's your thoughts on the Maqami teams? You guys got a lot of athletes in the tournament.
Yeah, I know. In my unbiased opinion, I think Mukami's going to take it this year. But no, I think the teams are very competitive. What we've done on our end this year is we've really tried to stack our team one, make it as good as we can, try to bring our best sort of players forward. And but man, I saw USA one play this earlier today, and I'm always cheering them on. I'll be cheering them on this weekend as well, right? It's all about brotherhood. Hopefully, the best team wins. It's going to be an exciting fight. But I mean, the way we saw, the teams play. Western Brampton's playing behind us right now live. You don't know who's going to take it. Division One is pretty competitive, and I think either way we're in for a ride here.
Definitely. Adnan, I know you're a long-time basketball fan, hoop head. What are your thoughts on what you saw today?
I'm just really excited to see a lot of the young guys. Every year we come to this tournament, we see improvement in skill, which is a really important thing. I think it's very competitive here. One thing I was really happy to see is that a lot of teams are competing. It's very close. There's a lot of healthy competition, and a lot of the games are coming down to the wire. So the brotherhood is here, the atmosphere is great, and it's a very competitive environment. And so I think that will help shape a lot of our players in their futures, allow them to become competitive on different levels, and we'll see a lot of growth in Jamaat, and we're seeing that here in this tournament for sure.
Definitely. So with that being said, we have a special guest with us as well. And we got the captain of USA 1, Luqman Ahmed Saab, who is also a veteran of USA basketball. He's been here 3 times now. He's also played D3 basketball. MashaAllah, he's doing very well. Adnan is starstruck, sitting beside him. You know what I mean?
I'm starstruck, not sitting beside him.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting better just sitting here.
So Luqman, tell us, you guys did get the W today. You played Maqami 2. It was a tough game, but you guys did pull away. What was your game plan going into it?
Assalamu alaikum. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tough Maqami 2 team. We got a lot of respect for these guys. We know for years they've been coming. As kids, we've been watching these guys come into the U.S. As like Mansoor Bhai said, winning year after year. So we got a lot of respect, and we came in and we treated them with that respect, and we played very hard. It's kind of our brand new team this year. We got some new additions, so we were trying to get everybody into the rotation. So we were kind of going 3 minutes, 4 minutes, getting you guys in, trying to play high intensity, and alhamdulillah, we got the win.
Manbay, it's actually really, really nice to watch how you guys play together as such a cohesive unit. Now, we know that one of the challenges or one of the situations in the U.S. is that everybody lives far apart. So how is it that you guys are able to come together, and it seems like you've been playing together for years. So how do you bring that mentality, or do you get time to practice? Tell us a little bit about how that whole process comes together.
Yeah, so like I said, like we're all kind of in similar age in a similar age group, and we were all kids watching these guys come in, play selfless ball, share the ball. We kind of seen the struggles with our guys. Like when Surabhai said, the talent was stacked, but not much camaraderie. And honestly, we all just respect each other. We got a lot of love for each other. We're all very, very good friends off the court. Talk to each other almost every day. So we don't see each other. We don't play together at all, honestly. But when we come here, everybody sacrifices their ego. They put their pride to the side, and everyone's willing to, do the best for the team. And winning is the number one priority. So, alhamdulillah, everything's going well. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so Lukman, I have a question for you. So, the New York brand of basketball, we know it's that tough grittiness, right? So how do you think that kind of helps you in a tournament like this, especially knowing you have other New York guys with you as well?
Yeah, so, our team, we only have 2 New York players, but this year, alhamdulillah, we brought a second team for the first time in a long time. Our second team has 6 New York players on it, and they just played Makami 1, which you can say is the best team in this tournament, and they gave them a dogfight. These guys, they've never played together just like us, and maybe there's a skill gap, but like you said, in New York, it's gritty ball. Everybody, they're not going out without a fight. They're not going to go out sad, and that's pretty much it. They play with a chip on their shoulder like they got something to prove.
Is there a difference you see in the basketball you grew up watching or playing versus what you see over here from the Canadian guys?
For sure. I would say, like, the physicality aspect. Like, I remember as a kid always, if you couldn't be physical, you couldn't get on the court, So you come here, of course, these older guys are physical, but I know as kids, that was early. It was like, our older guys, they used to get on us. Like, if you're not going to play, they would scream right in our face. You got to get physical. So all these guys on the second team, you would be surprised, their confidence coming in and being real physical. With that Makami 1 team was really a powerhouse. Should have been like a really bad loss, but they kept it, within arm's length.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially, I think when that game started off, it was very, very competitive. And I think for the first game, these guys did an amazing job. And I think that they'll be, they'll just get better and better as they go along. Look, Mama, tell us a little bit about the experience coming to Canada, right? Like, I mean, for our guys, whenever the mist happens, everybody's just raving about how amazing the hospitality is in the United States. I mean, from the food to the brotherhood to just the experience. So how's it like for you guys when you guys come here and, when you guys all come together, everybody lives so far apart, so are there groups? How does that all kind of go down?
It's crazy you say, because we come here and we think the hospitality is just top tier. You guys do an exceptional job. You guys go above and beyond every year. Nazim Saab, Salman Bhai standing right beside us. He goes above and beyond to make sure accommodations are on point. We're in a house, we're getting picked up, food is taken care of, so why wouldn't we want to come back? You know what I mean?
Dave's Hot Chicken?
Dave's Hot Chicken. I'll never forget it. You guys picked us up, took us to Dave's. It was a great time. The first year we came, we lost, but we never forgot the experience, how you guys treated us. You guys welcomed us. You guys really, really treated us with love, and these guys will never miss another Nasir tournament, inshallah. Everybody wants to come. A second team, there's huge interest. Like, we had to cut some people out from coming this year with the amount of people that wanted to come, So you guys are doing a fantastic job. Really appreciate you guys.
One quick thing off the record, I think Adnan wants to ask a question. And maybe how do you keep your hair like that? Because if he takes his hat off.
I don't know, man.
I have a legit question. Actually, no, we can come back to you. I think I just blanked out that joke.
I wanted to ask, I know you had a chance to hit the famous Champions restaurant.
Yeah, Champion Donor.
So what's the food scene like in America compared to Canada? Who has the better food?
We do.
Okay,
we do.
That's it. Let it be known.
But I'm not going to lie, Mansoor Bhai is taking me to some top-tier food spots out here. I will say that. So it's close. I'm not going to say, but honestly, I'm a little biased, so I'm going to have to give us the edge.
Okay.
For now.
All right, man. Well, Luqman, Jazakallah for joining us, and we pray that we're able to accommodate you guys well, and you guys enjoy your time over here. So Jazakallah for joining us today. Best of luck for tomorrow.
Jazakallah, guys.
We have a really intense game going on behind us as well right now. So Western Brampton and Makami 2, I believe. So this is a really tight game as well. So let's just go through some of the stats for the day. So we had, USA 1, led by Lukman Saab that you just saw. They beat Mukami 2 58-39. Mashallah, it was a great effort by Mukami 2 in the beginning. They were able to keep it, somewhat close. But USA 1, with the talent level, they were basically pulled it away. Lukman had 11 points himself. Shamail, another sharpshooter on their team, had 10 points. We had some young guys as well, 8 and 9 points that they scored. On Mukami's side, Mavaris Qadir had 13 points, Mudabbir Joya 13. Rashid Ahmed, aka Moose, which Jerry knows about quite well, 6 points. So, what are your guys' thoughts on that game?
That was a nail biter in the beginning for sure. And the thing is that one thing actually that I wanted to ask Lukman when he was here is that, there was a time period where I don't think they had as many people in the pipeline in the next generation of hoopers. But now we see with this new team that's been coming last couple of years where they've taken it to that level where they haven't been maybe consistently before. So it's always refreshing to see that. But in terms of that game, yeah, honestly, so USA being the champions, defending champions, I think they are possibly favored to win. But I know Mohsen Saab Mukami might have a different feeling about that. And me being someone from Mukami, again, people might hate on me. But nonetheless, I think USA is favored to win. They have a very consistent squad. But I'd love to see the finals matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be competitive, man. It's the first time this Mukami 1 team is this stacked. And you saw in the first game, it's interesting. Any one of them can catch fire. You know what I mean? But then we have the same thing in U.S. I remember one miss. Shamal just got really hot. And this guy was hitting every three he was taking. So, I mean, if anyone catches fire, both these teams are really dangerous. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins. And, yeah, man, we'll see how it goes.
Nan, what are your thoughts? I know you're
My thoughts.
you're a Mukami guy. I'm the only one who's impartial in this because I don't live in
Former
Mukami.
Mukami.
Former Mukami, right?
I'm just excited to see who's playing for second place. We already know Mukami has the first place on lock. But one thing I wanted to note here was the Ansarullah team. And one thing that was really nice for me to see is the pace that they were playing at. I think I've been watching Abdul play basketball for maybe 20 years, if not around there. Munib, original guys playing basketball from maybe 15, 20 years, and still at that same pace, still scoring the same way, still finding people for the open shot. And it's really nice to see that guys who have been playing basketball for 15, 20 years are competing with the youth that we have today. And as I mentioned before, it's nice to see how the skill level is being elevated just by what the older guys have taught us and what the younger guys are bringing to the game.
If we could just go back for a second, so just talking about that Mukami 2 to the USA 1 matchup. On any given day, depending on whose shots are dropping, that could be a potential finals matchup. We don't know. Like USA 2, they gave a pretty good run to Mukami 1 as well in the beginning. The second half, Mukami 1 kind of pulled away. But nonetheless, even Mukami 2 is a pretty stacked team, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, and I think we're forgetting a little bit about Western Brampton. They bought their squad out this year.
Yep.
So, I mean, right now there's a competitive game happening against Mukami 2. And you never know. Those guys also, they're young kids, young hoopers, but, man, they fight hard. So
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see who's going to be the top four to sort of make it, and, what happens there after that.
I suppose with Mukami, it's always nice to see when they open up the court and then the young guys get a chance to run out for the layups, for the open floor running, and that really brings a new element. So looking forward to the semis and the finals as we get towards the end of the tournament to see how these teams play in the open court.
Yeah.
The guys in Mukami saw Adnambe take a couple shots. They want him on Team 6.
My stat line is 5.
Create a new team just for Adnan.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. Now, for those at home that don't know, in the finals matchup, it'll be the full-size court, going from my left-hand side to my right-hand side, which I believe is an NBA-size court. So again, it might even just come down to conditioning as well.
And I think Adnambe, he mentioned a very powerful quote. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Adnan misses 100% of the shots he does take.
No, man, you guys don't know, man. Adnan is a low-key sharpshooter, man. Back in the day, that corner
You know,
three.
it's funny actually. It's funny you mentioned this because he actually scored like 25 points against the old GTA Center team.
No way.
I actually have the ABL record for three-pointers against GTA
this guy was
Center.
in the corner. He hit like 7 threes that game.
Jerry still has nightmares about that. You know?
Everyone was like, who's this guy?
All the GTA
He looks
Center
like
had
LeBron. We didn't
headbands,
know he was as good.
ankle socks, elbow pads. They came fully ready to play.
Yeah, from what I remember, your shot looks like you're throwing a frisbee.
Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley? Possibly, yeah, debatable.
Word, bro. You're like an enforcer on the team like Charles Oakley, eh?
That's right.
Pushing young guys around.
I bring the best water to the game. Bring the best refreshments to the game.
But this Nasir tournament, as I said, we have 19 teams, right? And it's broken down into 3 divisions, which is it's a really good way to divide the talent, right? So in Division 1, we talked a little bit about USA 1 versus Mukami 2. That matchup, USA 2 versus Mukami 1. Western Brampton right now playing behind us. This is kind of the elite division of the tournament, right? And then in Division 2, right, we have some teams like Ansarullah, like Adnan Bhai just mentioned, right? Ansarullah they actually won both their games, right? So Ansarullah, team of 40 plus, I'm sure there's guys there that are approaching 50, but their stamina, their cardio is still better than a lot of us Khudam, right? So that's very commendable. We should look up to them on how we can stay in shape, as we grow older as well. And they can be mentors to us, right? And so we can be mentors to our future generations as well. So Ansarullah beat Mukami 4, 50-43. That was a tight game. But Mukami 4, even with the young talent, the fresh legs, they weren't able to outsmart the Ansarullah team led by Adil, possibly the GOAT of MDA basketball.
Indeed.
To get to facilitate and to be one of the best players on the court. Right?
Yeah, and I think what's really nice to see about the Ansarullah team this year is that they got Usman Jamil Saab, who's always been with the USA team for as long as we remember. I mean, 15 years ago, as kids going to Mist, he was Mohtaram Sayyid Jismani, and now he's moved out to Calgary. And so with Adil, Munib, and Usman Jamil Saab, I mean, that's a pretty deadly trio right there.
Definitely. You know what? One thing about Ansarullah that I've noticed is that regardless of what pace maybe a Mukami or any young team is trying to play at, they play at their own pace. So it might be a little bit of a challenge in the bigger court in the finals, again, if they make it, but nonetheless, they play at their pace, they're physical, they're aggressive, they got the old school style of play, and of course they're more mature, right? So they naturally have some talents that we may not have, but nonetheless, it's always fun watching them play.
Sanba, you mentioned shape and keeping in shape at the age of 40 plus. So I would say Mohtaram Mukami is in the best shape of his life.
you had to burp before.
Because round is a shape as well. So Mohtaram, can you give us any tips on how you maintain your body?
Go to Wendy's after the game.
Chicken nuggets and wings. But yeah, I think just before we wrap up, on a serious note, I also want to give kudos to the organizers. Alhamdulillah, the opening session was amazing. It was so great to see that Khudam are not just coming for playing basketball alone, but it's really the brotherhood and the opportunity to sit in that opening session, hear the opening address by respected Sir Saab and respected Amir Saab, in which they touched upon some very important concepts and ideas that the Khudam can take for the rest of the tournament, right? About what it is, a strong believer being better than a weak believer, controlling your anger, listening to the referees. And these are very important concepts, and basketball is a sport that can really help and has helped a lot of these young Khudam stay attached. I mean, you see a lot of guys here that you don't see around in other places, and hearing that, that information, that guidance from our leaders is something that's, very important and can, reinforce the right ideas for these guys when they go off the court.
Yeah, definitely. The respected Amir Saab mentioned a lot of good points about, controlling anger, as you just said, right? And that's something that I think that so far we're seeing that the Khudam are implementing, right? So far today we've had a lot of good brotherhood, a lot of camaraderie between each other, and although emotions sometimes do get in the way, but by the grace of Allah, it seems that the Khudam are paying heed to the advice that was given by respected Amir Saab and respected Sir Saab. Right, brothers? So that being said, that we'll conclude the live stream for today for this segment. There's still going to be the games happening behind us. Tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., the live stream starts again, and do join us at the end of the day. We're going to have an exclusive interview with Nazim Allah Saab, who's going to go through some of the logistics of the day and kind of the preparation that went into hosting this large-scale tournament. So from everyone here, Jazakallah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.